World War II beta is right around the corner, and with it coming up, everybody's going to be able to get their hands-on experiences for their own personal enjoyment and, of course, get their own feel and opinions on the game firsthand. One thing, though, that I've seen quite a bit of discussion about, some potential worry that I've seen around maybe like Reddit or Twitter or anywhere like that, is that the remnants of Advanced Warfare will still be too much for Call of Duty World War II. A lot of people think that maybe we'll see too much personalization, maybe the time to kill isn't the greatest, things like that. So today I want to take a look at the remnants of that, how much Advanced Warfare is in Call of Duty World War II. Now, as we go through this list, you might think to yourself, well, this is actually quite a bit of Advanced Warfare in Call of Duty World War II, but of course, it is something that I personally feel like the best things were carried over. I don't think that we're going to end up seeing too much negativity. Of course, we definitely won't be seeing exosuits and any of that whole situation out of this, but nonetheless, it just comes down to everybody's personal preference. So that said though, let's discuss some of the things that are left over and very similar, if not the same, from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, Sledgehammer's last entrance into the Call of Duty franchise was of course one that was of mixed reviews, something that a lot of people enjoyed, the refreshing new feel for Call of Duty, but then it also stemmed what is potentially one of the most hated things in the franchise's history, the Advanced Movement System. Now that of course will not be returning, but some of the things that will return that does come directly from the gameplay itself is the time to kill. I've been asked many times how the time to kill feels like in Call of Duty World War II, having played at E3. Now granted, I didn't play a ton of it at E3, but I did get enough to feel out what the time to kill was like at the current build. It felt almost identical to that of Advanced Warfare, where you did have the option in core modes and all that kind of stuff to turn on people, but of course it also did not punish players for hitting their shots accurately and being the player with a jump on the situation. So to me, the time to kill felt exactly identical to Advanced Warfare, at least from what I played on a LAN connection. Now, they might be subject to change once we end up entering the world of the online gaming community, and we're not all on one centralized connection, but I guess that really comes down to preference once again. Now, another thing that is carried over from Advanced Warfare, one of the big staples of Advanced Warfare that will be returning in Call of Duty World War II, is the customization and the possibilities for almost limitless combinations of things to customize your operator. Now, of course, we do know that the Advanced Warfare customization was kind of overkill in a sense, where there was a ton, but it really wasn't as bad as Black Ops 3's customization, or at least the way they got these sorts of things. But nonetheless, everything from your operator could be customized. And as what we see with the World War II pre-order bonus, which gives a helmet as well as a calling card and emblem, that dictates we'll see very similar customization aspects, as in potentially what may be the head, face paint, coat, pants, boots, all that stuff, whereas in Advanced Warfare, you'd customize your gloves, helmets, face, exosuit, pants, boots, all that kind of stuff. So this potential for allowing a ton of customization will allow for a ton of content to collect, and in the process will drive sales via supply drops. So I definitely think that this will be a remnant that is kept not only, but also heavily pushed. Now, another thing that will be returning from Advanced Warfare, this staple from Advanced Warfare, was weapon variants. And this is something that definitely a lot of people are on the fence about, and they definitely think that maybe this might be a lie. They don't think that it's actually going to happen, but weapon variants. Now, right now, what we're told is weapon variants will be cosmetic only, but whether or not in time we end up getting DLC weapons like we have in Black Ops 3, I think that is once again only a matter of time. They've sold tremendously well in Black Ops 3, and from a money-making point of view, which a business is, and that's what Activision is, that just drives so much extra revenue, and I feel like it would be almost a no-brainer for them. Now, granted, I hate that idea, I hate that system, but it's very possible that these variants aren't the only things that are weapon-oriented in supply drops, but variants themselves are being carried over from Advanced Warfare, and the idea of them is being implemented into Call of Duty World War II. Now, the pre-game lobbies were very similar in design and structure. This was something that was carried over once again. The premise of the operators and being able to see everybody in that pre-game lobby has been carried over once again as well, and that initial concept was actually one of the catalysts for not only the pre-game lobby in World War II, but also the entire social feature of the headquarters. Michael Condrey mentioned this once before, in which he said that that was the very beginning portion. What they wanted to do, the end game for this, was of course the headquarters, but they had to test out the Advanced Warfare system a little bit to make sure that it would work out at all. Now, the next thing up that is returning in its form from Advanced Warfare is the menu design. And this is something that Michael Condrey teased us, the only piece of information that we have in terms of the menu for Call of Duty World War II at the very moment. Even when I played at E3, did not have any menus where you could select, say, zombies or multiplayer, go online, campaign, none of that kind of stuff. So the menu design was teased by Michael Condrey himself, and this blocked structure is very similar to the menu of Advanced Warfare, and in my personal opinion, almost identical to that of the Armory in particular of Advanced Warfare, with the block design there as well. The blocks will then highlight, once again, these portions that you can choose and really distinguish the menu itself from any backdrop that is being displayed. But another bigger thing from Advanced Warfare that is going to be kept in World War II is the firing range. This is something that is returning within Call of Duty once again. We saw it in Modern Warfare Remastered, but no other time since Advanced Warfare, and Advanced Warfare was the first to implement it, but the firing range is back in Call of Duty World War II in its full glory, in which you can test out any weapon, any attachment, any class setup, all that good stuff. You can inspect your weapons, that kind of cool stuff. You can just take a look at anything that you have heading into a game beforehand. But the firing range is making a full return as a part of the headquarters feature and pre-game features as well, and that in itself is a huge portion from Advanced Warfare still left over in World War II. Now, the final thing that I want to mention is some weaponry, because we do know that DLC was a huge portion in Advanced Warfare, and this was really the first time in Call of Duty where DLC was a front and center stage portion of the game, and as such, we got a ton of free DLC weapons, but also a ton of things in supply drops that were variants, all that kind of stuff like that. A lot of those DLC weapons that are time frame specific are going to be returning in Call of Duty World War II. Now, whether or not you want to point towards these being direct hints at their next project, I guess it could be, but we'll never really know unless they come straight out and say, you know what? We put all these weapons in here to remind you that we're going back to the past. This isn't anything, we hear you guys. But nonetheless, that's going to conclude the things that I've found still 100% remaining from Advanced Warfare and keeping over into World War II. I personally think these ones are the better portions of Advanced Warfare that will be coming into World War II, but of course, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you find something else that you know is going to be returning directly from Advanced Warfare into World War II, or whatever your thoughts may be, feel free to drop it down there in the comment section down below. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything we have here regarding World War II. The beta is right around the corner. I'm so hyped. Anything regarding Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare Remastered, and Infinite Warfare as well, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a beat with that. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that is the best place to get connected outside of YouTube. I practically live on Twitter, so if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. But all that said, out of the way, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.